Hi, this is Matt with remove-malware.com, and tonight I'm going to take a look at a free bootable antivirus scanner from Microsoft called Microsoft System Sweeper. Now, this is basically just a bootable version of Microsoft Security Essentials. So, if you have a computer at home, or someone that's infected with a particular hard to get rid of virus like a rootkit or something that just keeps popping up, and let's say you already have Microsoft Security Essentials on this computer, and every time you hit remove, it removes it, and then it comes right back. Well, in that case, you're going to need something a little bit stronger, and that's a bootable antivirus disk. And there are many different bootable antivirus disks out there. The one I'm taking a look at tonight is just from Microsoft. Comes in two versions, a 32-bit version and a 64-bit version. If you don't know which version of Windows you have, you'll find out when you try to boot to the 32 or 64. If you have the wrong version, it'll tell you which one you need to have. So, anyway, if you this is free. It's free like Microsoft Security Essentials. If you go to connect.microsoft.com/systemsweeper, you can download it from here. I'm on my Windows 7 computer here, and I'm just going to go ahead and download the 32-bit version because I know the computer that I have that's really infected with this particular rootkit is a 32-bit version of Windows. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. Okay. And it's ready for me to install it. So basically what this will do is it'll install on your local computer, a computer that's not infected, or a computer that's not infected too bad to where you can actually download this and install it on the infected computer. So you need a connection to the internet, a blank CD, DVD, or USB drive with at least 250 megabytes of free space. So let's go ahead and click next. I accept. So now I can use a blank CD or blank DVD. Now, personally, I use USB flash drives a lot. However, when I go out and work on clients, some of their computers will not boot to the USB, or I've had instances where there's like a graphical display problem with the USB, or sometimes it's with the CD. I'm not sure why. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do a blank DVD. Let's click on next, and my CD drive just opened here. I'm going to grab a CD and I'm going to pause the video. Be right back. So now I've just popped a blank CD into my drive, and I'm going to go ahead and hit retry. And you can see what it's doing is it's going to download some updated files. It's going to process those files and then burn it to DVD. It'll validate them. I should also mention that when you create this disk, you don't need to create it every single day. You can boot to the disk and then do an update when you're in the bootable environment. So let me quickly just reiterate why you want to use your bootable antivirus. It's when you have a really hard to get rid of infection, and you just need to get rid of it, and then let your normal antivirus, your normal anti-malware like Malwarebytes or something like that, let them kind of clean up some of the low-level threats. So that's basically the whole idea. So while this is building, I'll pause the video, and then we'll load up our. I have a computer that's so infected it doesn't even really boot. You can barely log in. So we're going to use Microsoft System Sweeper to clear that computer up. So I'll be right back. Okay, so that just took a few minutes to actually make and burn. So that disk has been burned, so I'll hit finish. And now what I need to do is open up my infected computer. And as this is opening, I actually do need to restore it to a certain point. So let me do that right now. So now I need to power on my computer. So I'm using a virtual machine to kind of do this demo. The tricky part is you need to get your computer to boot to the actual disk. So I have a couple of options to boot from. I can boot from a removable device, hard drive, CD-ROM, or boot from my network card. I'm going to choose CD-ROM because I just burned the system sweeper to that CD drive. So you have to boot your computer to either the USB stick that you created or to the CD-ROM. So it starts off like this. We'll go ahead and press a key because we want to boot from that. I think I actually might have missed it, so it is kind of tricky. Hang on a second. Okay, it's actually loading now. So it says Windows is loading files. And it looks a lot like when you install Windows 7 on computers. It's kind of how it looks. Or when you do a repair or something like that. On a USB stick, this is just, pretty much flashes by. It's real fast. So I'm going to go into full screen mode here. There we go, that's good enough. So it says starting Windows. And I'm going to show you how long it takes. Just normally I would pause the video or something, but I think it's important for people to see how long it takes to boot, which is not very long. I mean, I'm not trouncing it or anything. So that's kind of how it starts off. And once again, this computer that I'm scanning is so infected it barely boots or logs in. So the goal is not to necessarily remove every single piece of malware on there. We just want to get rid of some of the big dogs, some of the big pieces of malware that would prevent us from running normal antivirus or removal tools. So the standalone system sweeper is going to hit the malware while it's kind of just sitting on the hard drive and not active. So that's the whole purpose of this application. So okay. So you can see the antivirus definition, anti-spyware definition. They were created today. No thanks. But you can update them to the latest version just by going up to here and click and check for updates. And then click download. You can also manually install updates, but I'm not covering that in this video. So there's an update out there already. It's downloading it. I have a 18 megabit internet connection, and that's pretty much, I'm connected to Ethernet right now, so yeah, it's about how fast it's going to get. Okay. Almost done here. Okay, it says I'm up to date. I can go ahead and hit scan. So I'll go over to scan, just click my drop down. I'll just do a full scan because I really have a bunch of time. So if you're, for some reason, if you're really in a hurry, you could do a quick scan or a custom scan. But I'm gonna go ahead and just do a full. So, and while that's scanning, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. I have to work on some client stuff too, so I'll be right back. Okay, that scan finished a while ago, and I just got back to it. Basically, you can see we found severe high alert 66, medium lows 2. We can just hit clean system. Would you like to send Microsoft info to Microsoft? Okay, whatever, sure. And it's going through applying actions to everything it found. You could click show detail if you wanted. It gives you pretty good stats on what this particular piece of malware is right here, this dropper, where it was found, just a lot of stuff. So it's going through all of them right now. So I also want to make a little announcement. I'm redoing all my 2010 videos regarding like how-tos, different how-tos, and I'm also going to throw in a couple of other system utilities I use on my daily job stuff besides being malware or anti-malware based. So I'm going to kind of expand the channel a little bit. So yeah, I mean, this part here can take a little while, but it's removing quite a bit. That's a lot. I have noticed that the system sweeper leaves registry entries there for the most part. I mean, as long as for me personally, as long as the files are gone, I really don't care about the registry entries that much. If I can get rid of them, then fine. If not, whatever. Because the files, the binaries are, what's doing the damage. Some things that you may need to do when you actually remove some malware, sometimes your system is broken. And I'll be making another video that kind of covers what I'm doing now for broken systems. Systems that have been just corrupted by malware, and they're not bootable, or some things are not working, so a whole bunch of stuff. So this is going to take a while. I'm just going to go ahead and pause it while it's oh, actually it's done. Yeah, you could send all this information to Microsoft and they can get cracking. So let me look at our list here really quick. Pretty much did a remove or a quarantine, disinfect. Got everything under the sun here. So let's say close. And I can go ahead and close this. And basically you can restart your computer. So I'll just power it off, turn it back on, and now what we're hoping for is just the ability, like I said, to run a normal antivirus type stuff. So we're not going to do a startup repair, we're just going to start normally. And I'll just go in full screen here. Now, for some reason, I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's the malware that screws up the Microsoft activation, or for the fact that I'm using a virtual machine. But it wants me to activate. However, this is a legit copy from Best Buy. So, I know I always get a lot of comments. Oh, you're using a cracked version of Windows, or no? No, I had to pay my $135 or whatever it was for this thing. Let's see, what was my new review password? I just reset my password now, I can't remember it. Oh, I hate that. Maybe it's being slow. Okay, yeah, I just totally forgot my password there for a second, but anyway, restart later. So this is the activation thing I was talking about. Let's go ahead and click X. It still works. So right off the bat, I'm just going to go ahead and get some protection on this computer, because obviously it has none now. I'll do two things. I'm going to do a security essentials. So this will be like the real-time version of security essentials. And like I said, Security Essentials is Microsoft's free antivirus, anti-malware. We're going to do a 32-bit version of it. We'll go ahead and download. And we'll say run. So it's a little 8 meg file. It's going to go ahead and install. And run. Now, you would think it wouldn't find anything else, but who knows? I don't know. So I'll accept, join the customer improvement, whatever. Oh, bummer. It's not going to work for this computer because my activation is broken. So that sort of sucks, because I know this is a legit copy, so seems like it's pretty easy to break the activation. I've had a couple issues at work that way too. So I have to take it one step shorter and just go with like I'll do a trial version of Malwarebytes. So the trial version of Malwarebytes gives you like 14 days of real-time protection and allows you to scan as well. And that's installing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and update. I'm going to get rid of some of these folders that were left on the desktop that obviously had malware in them at one point. So that was a quick update. And yeah, I'll start my trial. It says Malwarebytes is protecting my system now. And what I'll go ahead and do is I'll do a full scan with Malwarebytes, and we'll just see what what was left over from the Microsoft System Sweeper scan. But I can tell you right now, this PC is running fantastic compared to where it was before, because before I couldn't even boot it or log in. So we'll do the full scan now. Do the C drive and scan. And I'm sure we'll find something, a few things, but they're not going to be that devastating. We'll follow this up with a TDSS killer scan and then a GMER scan, rootkit scanners, and then just kind of close up this video then. So go ahead and just pause this. Okay, that Malwarebytes full scan completed, and it found 22 additional items. As you can see, like I said before, most of these are just registry keys. I've got, a few files, but nothing much. So we'll go ahead and remove those. And yeah, I can restart now, but I'm not going to because I'm going to go ahead and pretty much end this video. So basically, I think it was a pretty good success. You can really clean your system up good if you've got something like a rootkit, some kind of undeletable malware. And this is just a great free solution from Microsoft. It's one of many, like I said, one of many bootable antivirus disks. And I'll be covering a few more of those in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and just stop this video. Thanks for watching, and if you have any, if you need some help or something like that, feel free to email me. It's askus@remove-malware.com. You can leave a comment over at remove-malware.com or leave a comment in YouTube. My site's a little bit easier for me to answer, so if you need something right away, just head over to my site. So, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.